VP Fuels in race update will start in the GTD category, which is led by no, it's not. It is led by 13. Oh, there's been a shunt under yellow, and there's all kinds of carnage on the far side of the field, including the better placed. Well, it's the Aston Martin Valkyrie, it's the number 60 Acura, so Roman De Angelis, and the 60 car. There's a GT car in there as well, which I think was one of the Ferraris. It was the it was the Dragon Speed Corvette. It's the Dragon Speed Corvette in there, and that into GT traffic. But there was definitely a green light through the S's. All is good there. No overtaking allowed. We're still under. Oh, and then for whatever reason, the Acura of Colin Brown stops towards the top of the hill, and that causes the concertina effect. Fabulous piece of avoidance by the RS1 Porsche.
Right in behind as they go down into turn one again, shuffling for position. All 10 GTP cars on the lead lap trying to make their way through, but Aitken hanging on clean for now, with the number 7 of Nick Tandy right in behind, trying to win the Rolex 24 overall. He's won it in class before, but we got a spinner. Oh, it's the Cadillac. It's the number 40 Cadillac. The Dex Imaging Cadillac for Wayne Taylor Racing is in the wall, Ryan Marine, and it's the 9-5.
You come from GT racing, so you have experience on both sides of it. How does that help you?
I mean, at the end, it's a different view now, because before I was the one being lapped. Now I'm the one that I'm overtaking the GT. So for sure it's a different point of view, but I did last year WEC, so I've already quite experience with the car, and it's interesting in both ways. I mean, it's very nice if you're in GT or in a GTP car.
Dries Vanthoor behind the wheel now. I know you need to get some rest before your next stint. Great job out there. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, Jamie, for that CrowdStrike pit lane report, and thanks to Raffaele Mocciello for hanging by for that while we digested what is a pretty large accident coming out of turn 1 into turn 2. Looked to me, not 100% certain, but looked to me like Louis Delatraz spun on his own and then crashed into the barrier on the right-hand side. That unsided the 73 Pratt & Miller LMP2, and then it was kind of all arms and elbows from there.
Ferrari staying just ahead of the two Toyotas, and a huge accident. Is that Alpine shoot? No, that's
the Caddy.
Bamba.
It's the Caddy in the 31 BMW.
Sean Gallel just took that position, and halfway up the Kemmel Straight, a massive collision. Was that Bamba trying to go round the BMW and getting two wheels on the grass? Safety car is out. Instant safety car, and that, I'm afraid, is the end of the race. Alex Lynn suited up. That might even have been an in-lap. He's got gloves on and everything. He was ready to get in, and now he's not getting ready to get in. End of the race for the Cadillac. End of the race as well for the LMGT3 points leaders. WRT's home race. It looks like neither of their GT cars are going to make it to the flag. Trying to go around the Porsche, and the dramatic moment there as Bamba's car gets air underneath it and nearly flies.
Yeah, he was a bit too hasty in pulling out. He's overtaken the BMW and then tried to go through the gap in between the two cars. We're going to see it here on board. Yeah, these cars are so long, and he's underestimated the length of the overhang of the rear of the car, and I've seen this happen quite a few times on that straight, actually.
That was a horrible impact. That was, yeah.
Turn the car down a little bit. Over the bumps here. Oh, there's a touch on the leader, he's off! He's off, that's a huge one! And Durrani's over. This is full course yellow. The car's upside down. Clipped a GT car as he was going through. And the strive for 5 is over for Pipo Durrani. And the car's held up extremely well on top of the tyres on the far side of the circuit. Full course yellow immediately. A lot of scraping and wear on the bottom of that car where it's been over the bumps. There's absolutely nothing people can do to get out of that car.
Moments after I said.
And it was the number 21 that he hit the Ferrari left front of that hill. It was just a slight catch of the left front. Tyre barriers absolutely doing their job and dissipating the energy. But that's a big off at a fast part of the circuit. And almost rolled back onto its wheels, actually. Side-by-side contact. It was left front to right rear. Both tyres immediately disintegrating. The camber on the wheels, that means the bit where the bottom of the wheel and tyre sticks out more than the top. When you run them together like that.
In for tyres and fuel. Currently leading LMP3, certainly was when he came in the pits. Not sure how that'll pan out, but he's back in the race.
And we're going to have a full course yellow with a huge crash at the bottom of the hill. Cars involved include the 023 Ferrari, the number 6 Porsche of Nick Tandy. We've got one of the Ferrari 296s in there as well. And there's at least one other car that trying to fix it. All right, let's see if we can pick the bones out of what happened here. Was it a tap from
the 20 car,
high-class car onto the 70?
I think it was
Inception.
It was one
McLaren.
of the GTV cars for sure.
And they then came back across the road. Tandy got picked up because he was braking in front of that, and the two cars that spinning weren't.
He was coming around the outside of them.
So he comes through. Oh, yes. So
jolly lucky he didn't take out the other Porsche as well, actually.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Ferraris are a lap behind, but look at the pace they've got. And by the way, the Aston Martin you just saw coming out.
Oh, the Cadillac is a big one in the Rouge, big one.
Safety car will be out because that is not going to be tidied up in a hurry. That is the number 3 Cadillac of Renger van der Zande from second place. Was the proximity of the Ferrari taking a bit of air off the back of the car?
No.
Big shunt.
Under the big
Safety
grandstand,
immediately.
no question at all.
Now, how far into his stint was van der Zande? Do we know? Was he on an outlap?
No.
No, definitely not.
No. That is their brand new car.
What happened here? Let me have a look. So he's on the right line. It's just, it's like as the car bottomed, it bottomed in Eau Rouge, and that just sent it.
He straddled the curb, didn't he? And as it just bottomed onto the curb.
Have another look. So it's as the car bottoms out, it just sparks momentarily. Seeing it from that shot, the damage was already done. He was off the line.
Offline, wet curb.
It's the reaction of the car as it compressed that took momentarily like the steering out of his hands. He was a bit of a passenger. I haven't seen the cars behave like that so far this weekend. I thought the corner was flat out for them in race trim, but well, I'm just glad that he was able to get out and wave to the crowd, but the car is definitely a bit...
Yeah, I mean, you can make a move at turn 10, but you've got to be willing to push the other guy off the road.
Huge incident, and that is the Cadillac 01. That has gone off. It's Renger van der Zande at the final corner, and that looks like he's gone off with brake issues, and
he's been struggling.
That car has not been in its full potential this week, and I reckon that's the win for Meyer Shank Racing. It's at turn 8. It's not the final corner. It's at turn 8. So coming off the Andretti straight, and the car has gone straight on. Huge lines. So some of the brakes were working, but not all of them. And that's from terminal velocity.
Sheesh.
that car has gone in. Renger van der Zande. You'll hear the applause from the crowd. That is their appreciation that he's all right. And that's not the first time that they have had big incidents this year. And that's a brake failure. That is a brake failure or a stuck throttle. The front wheels were locked. The back wheels may have still been driving it on. He was right up behind the BMW. Dodges to the right and the left. And then he goes through. Oh, he just got tipped and put onto the grass by Conor de Filippi and head on into the tyre stack.
By Augusto Farfus.
By Augusto Farfus, excuse me, Jeremy. Yes, you're absolutely right. No, all of the wheels are locked up, but that was as a result of being eased onto the grass by Farfus. Now, he had a minor overlap, and Farfus will say that he was to the outside for the lead.
Oh, but Albuquerque's so wide, almost off the track. He goes to the inside.
They hit. He's off the road. Off goes the 10. Oh, and into harm's way. And he hits the 6. The 7's involved. Oh, my goodness. Aiken could be in the lead of this race.
All 3 leaders are out. Did Aiken make it through?
Can you believe what we've just seen?
And there should be a penalty on Jaminet, but it will not matter as the cars are destroyed and caution is out. That was ridiculous.
Absolute chaos and unnecessary with still 18 3/4 minutes remaining.
Jaminet just flat drove Albuquerque off the racetrack.
Just big commitment here. Albuquerque gets the run. Little nudge. It wasn't a... I mean, it was a subtle nudge. A little brush, but it was enough to send Albuquerque off the road and come back on and spearing at the 6 car and the 7 car getting wrapped up in it as well, it looked like.
Now, when you see it from the helicopter shot, I've got to back up my comment a little bit because Jaminet could argue that he was trying to get around lap traffic when he ducked out.
It was just enough of a tap, like right there.
Yeah.
It looks worse from that angle than it did from the air.
The problem is there was a first swerve and then there was a second one. And it's the second one that put Albuquerque off.
Yeah, he's trying to read the traffic, though, so I'd give him the benefit of the doubt on that one.
Oh, both
the 7 car.
Both Penske Porsches, 963.
Trying to get past that car. Oh no, and he's hit him. He's touched him.
He did.
Number 7 out.
I think, has he got away with that? There's no damage. There's
no, there has to be damage. That's how easy it is,
Graham. There's the clicking house. There's the... Oh, he's off again. Oh! Oh, a huge off.
He had no steering. The front was going under the car. The front had no steering there. The tyre's gone.
Tried to get it back too quickly. It's a red flag immediately.
Wow, race stopped, red flag. Hopefully, the most important thing is that Pacheco's going to be okay. That was quite a high-speed incident on the way into turn 14. Slow down, 80 kph.
Important thing. He's under the car.
The tyres have done their job. The car, the safety's done its job. I was sure he would get out, but he had no steering on the way into the corner. As he barrels into turn 14, he turns. The car doesn't.
That's a huge hit.
I mean, it always looks horrific when a car goes upside down. That's not a big concern when it happens at that speed. It's more the impact when he turned in here. That's the frightening bit, and he would have had his heart in his mouth at that point.
Well, for the second time in about 10 minutes, you were completely spot on with your analysis of that. It was absolutely no steering. This is going to take some time to recover both that car and indeed to repair the